everybody, and welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, the author of The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss, and this is where I show you recipes for healthy, permanent, and sustainable weight loss. So today I'm going to be making curry in not so much of a hurry, and I'll explain what that means in a minute. I'm going to be using this new pan today that was given to me by Mealthy. It is a 10-inch stainless steel frying pan. I'm not going to fry, obviously, I don't use oil, but you can see it's very beautiful, it's very affordable. I'll put some links in the show notes how you can get one. And I'm going to show you that I can saute great without oil with this pan. People have complained about my Pampered Chef pan because it's coated, so for you guys, I'm using another pan. So I've got the pan preheated, and here I've got some homemade broth. If you watch a previous episode, you can see JL Fields teaching you how to make it from scraps. That's what this is. And you just take, if you can get a little bit of a close-up, you see how these are little balls rolling around? That's how you know it's ready. Isn't that cool how it does that? If it'll do that with water or no sodium vegetable broth, it's ready. The little spots you see is because I did this before it was ready, but that's just the broth making the color. There's nothing wrong with this beautiful new pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by sauteing an onion, which I've chopped up. I love this little Vidalia Chop Wizard that I got at Bed Bath & Beyond. If you go to my Amazon store, you'll see all of my favorite products. And so I'm just going to put this in the pan. I'm going to start with nothing. You don't have to have anything in the pan to saute without oil. You just have to have a good pan, and I'm pretty sure this is. And just by moving it around, you can see that it very quickly starts to brown. Now, if you're worried, you can always add a little bit of water or broth. And you just keep doing that until the onion is as caramelized as you like. I'm using a white sweet onion because that's my preference. But I'm going to be honest, most of the time, you just get a bag of onion already chopped up at Trader Joe's or one of the bulk stores. But this I actually chopped myself. And then you just kind of watch it, moving it around. And it cooks pretty quickly on high. I have it on medium-high heat, actually, because I've never used this pan before. But it seems to be conducting heat really well. It seems to be really well built. And this is not a complaint. The only comment I would make is for my needs, it's not big enough. That's why I used the Pampered Chef one, because it's so big. But this, for those of you that don't want to use nonstick, they don't make that pan that I use anymore anyway. This would be a perfect pan, a perfect size. So while that's getting nice and sauteed, this is another one of my favorite tools from Tupperware. I've got about a 1-inch piece of ginger and lots of garlic. And just do a couple of pulls. You always want to add your garlic later because garlic tends to burn. Now I said curry in not so a hurry because the way I make curry in a hurry is using this wonderful product that I'm going to show you from California Balsamic Vinegar that it's been almost a year till I could finally tell you it's available, and that is their Curry Balsamic Vinegar. But it's so good that normally all I do is literally, and this is on Tuesdays because I volunteer at the hospital for 4 hours and it's about a 45-minute drive each way. I get home, it's hot, I'm tired, I'm hungry. I take a bag of organic rice from Trader Joe's, either the white or the brown. I microwave it for 3 minutes. I take a bag of organic broccoli from Trader Joe's in my Pampered Chef steamer, which you can also find in my Amazon store. Microwave it for 4 minutes, and I mix the rice and the broccoli with a couple of scallions, and I put on a couple of tablespoons of California Balsamic curry, and I swear it's like eating at a restaurant. But that wouldn't be very much to show you me microwaving, so I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way and cook everything the long way by scratch. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit so this maybe cooks a little bit faster. And this is not a recipe. In other words, I'm making this up as I go along, literally from what I had in the house. And so what did I have in the house? I always have cooked potatoes and sweet potatoes, so I took one of the russets and I cubed it. I know that curries often have some kind of sweet component, so I have a 1/2 cup of golden raisins. I was trying to debate whether I should use golden raisins or currants. I have not a lot, but a little bit of spinach, and I'm going to use it. You know, you want to get your greens in by any greens necessary. And I had some broccoli that I actually cooked that. Now, because I'm putting the broccoli in a dish, I cook it a little bit less. So for myself, while I'm gonna when I'm gonna cook it for 4 minutes, if it's going in a dish, I undercook it a little bit, 3 minutes, because it's gonna get a little bit more cooked there, so. And if I'm adding too much liquid, it's just gonna take a little bit longer. I wanted to make like a chicken, not really chicken, but a chicken curry, so I thought about adding some jackfruit. And I prefer the boxed because there's no salt. The only ingredient is jackfruit. I get this on Sprouts. You could also get it online. I'll put this in my Amazon store so it'll be easy for you to find. But I picked up the wrong box. This was the shredded, which is great for carnitas and pulled pork and sloppy joes. I meant to get the pieces, but it's too late. I opened it. This is the shredded, so I'll probably put this in as well. And curries, when you make them, I mean, they're great, but I've made them before on some episode, I don't remember which one, but they're a little bit labor intensive. You gotta make the sauce. It usually has coconut milk, which is really high in fat, and tomato paste. It always calls for 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. What are you supposed to do with the rest of the tomato paste? So this vinegar, which I'm gonna show you in a minute, takes care of it, and it's just as good as any homemade curry. But I am gonna put some tomatoes in. Again, another tool I love, the Tupperware can opener, because it leaves absolutely no sharp edges. And that is very important to me because I have a pet, and even if an animal in the trash were to get in it, I wouldn't want it cutting themselves. You can see no sharp edges. And I'm using the Muir Glen fire roasted tomatoes because I really like them. So as it starts to dry up a little bit, I am going to now add my garlic and my ginger and continue cooking it. And again, when you see my other way to cook this, 7 minutes from start to finish, and while it's microwaving, I can do other things. We'll see if this was worth all the extra time it took to make it from scratch. So I'm gonna add this. As far as I'm concerned, you can't have too much garlic in the recipe. And again, you always have your broth or your water nearby, and you just add it as it starts to dry down. So you really don't need oil to saute. You really don't need oil to do anything. So we'll let that go for a little bit. And while that's cooking, I want to show you the vinegar. So it comes in 5 different sizes, baby to big bear. Now, this size is only available as your free sample or in a sampler pack. So anytime you order from California Balsamic and use my name, Chef AJ, in the leave us a message box after you place your order. You don't get free samples just because. You place an order of any size and you get 2 free 1.6 ounce samples of any flavor. I'd recommend, if you're not sure you're gonna like the curry, use your free sample for that. The smallest bottle, which is $10, which I love because it's plastic and this will go through TSA, is 3 ounces, and it won't break in your suitcase because it's plastic. And then they have the next size up, which is 5 ounces, and then you can go up to 8.4 ounce, and then the largest one is 12.7 ounce. So you've got a size for every palate, every budget, but if you love this as much as I do, you're gonna wanna get the big bottle. Most people that have tasted this thought it was absolutely fantastic. So we're just gonna keep cooking this for a while longer. Oops, I got an onion down there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my potato and my tomato. Now, while this is cooking a little bit, I need to tell you something from Thomas, and this is very important if you buy one of his vinegars with fresh herbs. Now, a lot of balsamic vinegar companies, they infuse their vinegar with flavor, but he actually uses the fresh herb. And I'm gonna show you this on a different flavor of his called garden dill mustard seed, which I used on a previous episode to show you how to make a fantastic potato salad. You can see that you have all these fresh herbs floating on the top. Now, the same thing could happen with your curry. So what you wanna do, he says it's very important the way you shake it up so that you can disperse it evenly. So if you see it floating, obviously you're gonna wanna shake it up. But he said sometimes the herbs can collect in the little neck of the bottle, even in the curry. So all you have to do, should that happen, you don't have to freak out. You take either a wooden skewer or a chopstick or a toothpick, and you just kind of stir it around, and it will disperse that maybe little plug of herbs. But the way you shake it up, he says, is you don't shake it up and down. It won't disperse. He says what you do is you turn it upside down like this, and then you go from 3 to 9, side to side. I actually had to watch a video to learn how to do this properly. But you can see by going side to side, first turning it upside down, and then going side to side, instead of up and down, side to side, it perfectly dispersed the herbs. And he's got 2 new flavors coming out that are herb-based that I can't wait for you to try, basil and cilantro. But try the curry, because this will change your life. So there we go. So this is starting to look very nice. And so I'm gonna add my jackfruit, unseasoned. Like I said, Mealthy, if you're watching, this pan is great. I just need a bigger pan. And again, anytime I need a little liquid, I just add my broth or my water. Right now, I'm really just trying to heat it up. And then the last thing I'm gonna add, I can add this now. I'm gonna add my raisins. Get every last bit of jackfruit in there. You know, I'm not gonna really have room for the broccoli in this, it looks like. So what I might do is just use my spinach. That should cook down very quickly. I'll serve the broccoli on the side. Greens cook down very, very quickly to nothing. And then when it's done, I'm going to add a half a cup of this liquid gold, literally, this balsamic curry. And then I'm going to serve it over some organic basmati rice. And it's going to be pure heaven. And I don't like my spinach completely wilted, but you know, it's always good to have some color in everything. Green is nice. I don't know if you, well, I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys can smell this. Of course you can't smell this, but if you could, it smells amazing, absolutely amazing. Whoops, I lost a piece of spinach. Everything starts with an onion, that's for sure. The greens will keep cooking, by the way. Let's see if I have room for a little broccoli. I'm just gonna put a little broccoli in. And this is how I cook, guys. I mean, even though I've written 3 cookbooks, I never use a recipe, unless I'm baking, then you have to. I believe in simple meals, plain is sane, bland is grand, use whatever you have in the house. You shouldn't have to go to a store. You've got to have the essentials in your house, batch cook, and then make easy, easy recipes. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, like I said, the broccoli has been cooked. I'm gonna turn this off because I'm starting to sweat. Now, if you need a little more, you can, but I'm telling you, this liquid gold, that's what I'm gonna call it, California Balsamic curry, is so flavorful. You won't need that much. Like I say, when I do it on my own, I'm doing about 2 tablespoons. Half a cup is 8 tablespoons, so I'm guessing this will easily serve, well, it's gonna serve at least 2 people in my house, but regular people, probably 4. And I'll probably add a little bit more broccoli. Oh gosh, I wish it was dinner time because I wanna eat this so bad. We have some more room for more broccoli. Get in as much vegetables as you can. That's the way to do it. Again, Mealthy, make a bigger pan for me. Seriously, it's a great pan. It conducts heat very well. I know it's gonna clean up very easily. I could see that nothing's stuck, but I just need it a little bit bigger. I'm going for it all, guys, putting it all in. And again, if you don't do dried fruit, you don't have to put the raisins in, but that is kind of traditional in Indian cooking. There we go. I think this looks perfect. Oh, beautiful. So I'm gonna take my rice, Give myself a nice, generous serving on top. Ooh. Lots of broccoli and tons of flavor from the California Balsamic curry. And looks so good. And what I might do is take the little bottle and just a couple of drops, look at this, guys, over the top. Unbelievable. Oh, thank you, Thomas Allen, for making an unbelievable flavor. Not so much in a hurry, but really the best curry. I'm not saying this other than the fact that it's true. I could drink this. I always said that sweet heat and hickory were my favorite flavors, and they were. This is delicious. Please try it. If you do, I hope you like it. And check out the Mealthy pan. It looks like it's a really good one. So thanks so much for watching another episode of Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, and I do make healthy taste delicious so you can have both the health and the body you so richly deserve. Be sure to check out the show notes to find out where to get the vinegar and the pan. Take care.